Hello everyone. For today's English class, we will be reading the story The Little Bully from page 134, Unit 7. I will start reading. If you have your textbook, please open your book and read along with me. Once upon a time, not so very long ago, there was a small boy called Harry. Although he wasn't very big, he was strong and he loved to tease all the boys and girls who went to school with him. What he loved to do most was to pinch. He could make a big bruise appear in half a second. Another trick he played was pricking people with a pin. Man lai masilare lu tuklova hianin Haria tia oma. Haria hi alian lo na in achaka. Tichuanin mi ti buaya mi chai buai hi aching a skula akal puite zong zong chu achai buain ati buai thina ni enge nuama ti ber ti chuanin mi han si le mi shiawa han hol zeu hi nuama ti ani. So you can guess how all the children hated him. They tried pinching him back, but that was no good because he could always pinch harder. They didn't like telling their teacher because that was telling tales. Skula kal puite le classmate te chuanin an ngei vek ani chu si le an tum ve china ma se an thei ngai lawa a chan chu aman a aya na in alo ti le ve zel thin box sia an zir tir tu te han shil don la in trong thei an ni don sia chu wangin an shil lo thina ni. It so happened that the class went for a picnic to the seaside for a whole day. All the children were most excited. The chuan tu khat chu an class pum pui kha lui kama picnic turin an kal ta a no pang ho chuan hlimin an lom a. On that day the sun shone bright and all the children were wild with excitement. They crowded into the train and sat down, but nobody wanted to sit next to Harry because he always pinched. Mini khan mi asanwam a an vain no pang chuan phurin an lom mani an vain train a chuan an hani no khoma ma se tu ma Harry bula an chuang do lovani a chan chu mi si a china wang khanin tu man an thupui do lovani. When they arrived at the seaside, out jumped all the children with a shout of joy. Down to the sands they raced, hand in hand, but nobody took Harry's hand. Nobody went near him. Tichuan lui kam an han thlen khanin an pai khan an zuang chhuaka a hlim in an kala. Chuanin lui kama balu omna a khan an zutlan thla ani. In kai diatin an kala ma se tu man Harry kut khan van velowa tu man an hnai du lovani. Harry was angry. He went to a sandy corner near a rocky pool and sat down by himself. He took out his lunch and looked at it. It was a good lunch. There were 2 hard-boiled eggs, 6 jam sandwiches, 3 pieces of bread and butter, a ginger cake, and a bar of chocolate. He would eat it all by himself. He wouldn't offer anything to anyone. Harry chu thinarim ta ani. He tilai kil khata khana vakal ta a lunga avathua. Tichuan ama chun ei tur chu phor chhuak ta a tha ati ni. Ta hianin enge om ti chuan artui chum pahnih oma, jam sandwich paruk a oma, changthawp le butter pathum a oma, chuan ginger cake a oma, tichuanin chocolate pakhat a oma ni. Hi avain amhaina ei dona tu ma apeve don lo ati ni chu. Just as he was beginning on the eggs, he heard a hoarse voice near him. "Good morning. I am so pleased to meet a boy like you." Harry turned around and stared in fright. Whatever do you think he saw? Tichuanin artui kha ahan e trandon chia tia khanin abula trong kha shani. "Good morning." Alo tia nang ang mi pano pang ka tong thei chu kalom ani atia Harry chu an han hoi kwal chuan tunge mu le. Harry saw a monster crab walking sideways out of the pool. His eyes were on the ends of the short stalks and he looked most queer. He held out his front claw to Harry. Harry put out his hand to shake the crab's claw, but to his surprise and anger, the crab opened his pincers and nipped his hand so hard that the little boy yelled. Tichuan Harry a chuanin a bulah khanin monster crab sai siri zonga ron phei tiat kha hmu a. Ama mit chu mak teuh me hianin a ron pawng chhuaka kan hmu tawh thin ang tiro chak ai mit awm dan. Tichuanin Harry a chibai tur khanin a ban kha a lo lek chhuaka. Harry a chuanin chibai tur khan a kut kha dah chhuak ve mai boka. Ma se chak ai chuanin chibai mai lo khanin Harry a kut kha a chep ta ni na tilu tuk kha a che ta tuar ani chu. Ah, here is my good cousin, said the crab pleasantly, and to Harry's horror he saw a large sandy lobster crawling heavily out of the pool. Before the little boy could stop him, the lobster took his hand in his great pincer-like claws and pinched it so hard that Harry yelled in pain. Tichuan chak ai chuan oh hei ka cousin po alo thleng ani hi atia. Harry a bulah khanin lobster hi alo kal bok ta ni chu. Lobster chuanin Harry a kut le lam chu alo chep le ni chu na atilu tukha a che ta tuar ani. Then he stared at the pool in surprise, for out came sandy-colored shrimps and prawns, more crabs, and another large lobster, and they pricked Harry till he was soon black and blue with their pinching. Tichuanin pool atang khanin aron chua bel zel ta ni chu shrimp te, prawn te, chak ai te, le lobster. Ano chua ke zel a tichuan an vain Harry chu an lo chep ta mia ni topa chuanin a duk vek mai ni chu. Don't you like it? Said all the creatures in surprise. Why, we were told you would love to see us because you were a champion pincher and pricker yourself. Come join in the fun. Tichuanin khang ram saho khanin o nuami tilawa mi antia. Ava mak venga tinge mi si ichinga mi hanti na te nuami ti kan lo sha nuami ti kan lo ring ve sin karo in sik le ila in chep le ila anti ni chu. Harry leapt to his feet crying loudly. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. Harry saw that they had forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming down his cheeks. Tichuan Harry chu azuang ta at meya trap vak mai ni. Khatia azuan ta ka chuan a chhun ei tur zong kha a thlau ta vek meya. Tichuan chak ai le lobster tichuan an lo hmu an la a hlim takin ei tur chun lo ei sak te deya. Harry chu tlan bo ta vong a trap phur chung khanin tlan san ta ni chu. They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children, he thought. But how it hurt, and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hate me too. Well, I jolly shan't pinch or prick any more. Tichuan Harry a chuan ai ngai tua khang ram sa ho khanin mi hne na ka ti ang chia chawin ka hne nan ti chu ni bok sia khati khop khanin anna bok si mi ka lo ti na thin hle ni mo mi po min ngei hi ong ve reng ani tuna tang chuanin tuma ka sikin tuma pinin ka hot to ngai lawang ti in a tiam ta ni chu. Okay, this story is written by Enid Blyton. Angai nom kan ti em thon thu thatak kan zir chua kan ti ro midang kan ti buaya midang kan ti na thin chuanin keima ni chunga po alo thleng ve thei reng ani ti kha kan se thar le don nya o ti chuanin midang kan ti buaya midang kan han ti na te hianin thian te kan hlau thin ani ti ro tu man midang ti buai mi chu an kom pe ngai lo ani ti ro voina Harry chanchin atang hianin chumi chu kan zir thar le don nya o new words kha kan chiaranga he hin lo by heart le don nya. New words: bruise, injury by blow to body. Horrid, terrible. Horse, rough and deep sounding, pincer, gripping tool, stalk, main stem, nipped, pinched. Reading is fun. The exercise ka. Page 138, 139 ami ka in law tianga. Tichuan actions which would make a friendly person tahianin in headline in kanzo. Question number 3 ami in kanzo how ka in siak chuak don ani chu. Adot la vocabulary hi in law tingal bokanga a chuk zong le a pei zong words shang shang in law zong chuak anga. Tichuan page 140 ami exercise chunzom vocabulary chunzom ka number 2 3 4 le 5 hi in lo ti chunzom don nia chuanin kamite exercise ka in ti zo a he tilai mi page 141 in lo ti belanga add ly to the following words hi in lo ti chunzom anga chuanin clear te merry weary double dreary bright bad font ti ho hian ly in telanga ti chuanin sentence pakhat theu in lo ziak ton ni chu chuthamem antenan clearly ti in sentence in lo phanga dot le merrily ti ten in lo pha don nya chuan fun with sounds ti hi in lo ti le anga. Number 1, let's practice with P and F. Hehi katsiaranga in lo tsiar ve don nia pleased, pricked, pinched, punished. Yeah. Adot le fat, fruit, fell, forgotten. Adot le palm, pear, proud, parade. Anya. So last farm, fair, frown, and fish. Adot le number 2. Complete the blanks with rhyming words of the following and practice aloud. Bruise, the rhyming word to in tang, si atang in cruise, and yan. Tiangkanin, carriage, chan ematang in marriage. Tiangkanin, adang hopoka in lotit sunzum donya. Ole ka zongka in homework anianga, vuinetan, in tiam ang in lotianga. Tichuan in tizo atla in lo langa min lo thon vele don nia okay har set na amo sha tham lo ni chuan in min lo shil don nia